What's the timing for roll catching? I can never seem to roll catch. So, entire animation of your roll is something like 1921 frames total. 13 initial frames of your roll are iframed. The rest is not. So you are aiming at the last remaining 33% of the roll animation in order to actually hit during these frames, and that is essentially a roll catch, yeah? If you have a weapon that has 14 frame startup, in the perfect conditions, you are going to theoretically react at the very moment someone does the roll, then you are going to roll catch because thrusting sword hits at the frame 14, whereas there is 13 iframes in the roll, yeah? And that's what's going to lead to the roll catch. Now, the hit has to be confirmed on both screens, in the meaning that on both clients. The hit must be confirmed on the client of the attacker and defender, person that receives damage. So, the way how it works is latency takes the part because you are going to have a desync. For an example, here, you're supposed to witness a roll catch here. Here the follow-up was a roll catch for one, yeah? Like, the first attack's supposed to roll catch, but because the latency was too high between us, it wasn't a roll catch. Like, on his screen, he was already in his another roll. Here's a roll catch. Because, yeah, he started rolling. This guy is Chase the Bro Offspring. What the fuck is this? Yeah, he started rolling, he got ultimately roll catched, yeah? Or roll caught. That's not gonna be the easiest thing to do over here, yeah? There are funny ways how you can actually roll catch someone. For one, if your latency is high enough with Shamshir. By the way, it literally doesn't work on very low lat. If your latency is high enough with Shamshir, you can just roll catch someone with the follow-up by just smashing R1. Oh. Just gonna have to go this way, because yeah, this is just too scary. Oh. That was a jump cut for one. You have different weapons that are actually insanely good for roll catching. For one, we're gonna be using Gags right now. And that's pretty funny. Because look, I just need to set it up though. Well, okay, never mind. We are playing against absolute champions. I am not gonna be able to show anything because they are too fucking good. Roll catch? Like, here you go, yeah? That's Gags overall, yeah? Like, it's crouch poke. It's a type of tool that allows you to set up another crouch attack pretty well. So, on example here, yeah? I outspace him, I go in, because of the hit stun, he's just getting roll cut over and over, yeah? Just because I can set up another roll catch. It's just mostly a matter, yeah, of knowing your animations, knowing what's the startup of your weapon in comparison to the stun that your opponent just received, and then just setting up your attack with your timings accordingly in order so another attack is gonna land when your opponent is in the roll animation but doesn't have iframes anymore. Catch. Like, some R1s are just very bad at roll catching, mostly on weapons of the, well, hyper armor type, let's call it that way, and one of them is for 1 KGS. With KGS, it's very hard to set up a roll catch unless it is out of hit stun. Just like by clicking R1, you're usually not gonna roll catch shit. Okay, let me actually do the running attacks, I guess. Roll catch, roll catch, roll catch, roll catch. Yeah, KS overall, when someone is panicking, there is probably no better tool for roll catching than TS. It's a fast attack, very straightforward. Huh. Okay, that's surprising, not gonna lie. And roll catch. Oh, not a roll catch. So that wasn't a roll catch because he dodged to the side, actually. Okay, and that wasn't a roll catch because of the latency between us. Normally it would be a roll catch. Here you go. Okay, GG. Hey. Feasting. Short Sword R2 is absolute king of roll catches, and if this weapon had better hitbox or like was overall longer, it would be generally one of very solid weapons. And now it is unfortunately only a funny off meta, but yeah, it's very fun to use. Alright. Aha. And whoop. Ah. Such a miss. Okay, here we go. Omega in chat says that thrusting attacks roll catch better than slash attacks. This is true, but we're supposed to explain why, because it is actually very interesting. You see, if you are going to take Shamshir for one and thrusting sword, what's the difference between this attack if this startup is 14 frames and this one when this startup is also 14 frames? On top of that, this attack lasts 3 frames. This attack lasts 2 frames. So why this is superior and easier to roll catch with than this? And that's pretty interesting, but let me actually show you. Let's start with Shamshir, yeah? The attack just started. I'm gonna move out camera a little bit, and now we are going frame by frame. Actually, it's not exactly frame by frame though, but you're gonna get the general idea. Shamshir still doesn't have active hitbox. Only now it activates, and as you can see, when you are attacking without manipulating your camera angle, you are not even going to attack your opponent on the very first frame. You see, like it is high. You can like aim downwards in order to actually speed up this animation and technically hit at the frame 14. But you are not going to do it realistically. Instead, this is the very moment when you are technically going to... I think this is still within the first frame, but you got the point, yeah? If you would imagine yourself, your opponent rolling away out of you, your hitbox is still not going to reach them. Only another one will, and then the last hitbox is also not really going to hit the target that is rolling away, but it doesn't really matter. Point being is, in comparison, when we are going to take thrusting sword, yeah? So the very first frame, yeah, already has active hitbox. If aimed downwards, this shit is already going to roll catch. Under frame, roll catch. Under frame, roll catch. Under frame, roll catch. Every single active frame of this attack is going to roll catch. I also initially thought, yeah, that thrusting swords have actually 2 attack frames. Actually, I apparently forgot they are so busted, they have 4. I initially also thought that thrusting swords only have 2 attack frames, but they have 4, so yeah. Thrusting swords, I forgot how busted they are. Like, in comparison, the crouch attack of the colossal swords have freaking only 2 frames. And also look yet again, this is the capsule of the clean rod. It's massive. And now let's compare it to Gags. Look at that. You noticed how less girthy it is? Like the capsule of the clean rod is not longer but way more girthy than Gags. By a lot. And that's the reason, a main reason in fact, why clean rod or any other TS cannot really be strafed. Because of this fucking monster-like size of the capsule. It's ridiculous. Look at this. What you are witnessing here is overlapped hitbox of the Misericord and main gush, or however it's called. Like these daggers that they have basically the same movesets. And main gush is much bigger, dude, which is also another thing about hitboxes. They are not of the same size, and the bigger the hitbox is, the better the weapon usually is overall. So yeah, a lot of things goes into the correct roll catching, and a lot of metagame knowledge needs to be well understood in order to be proficient at roll catching, because not everything that you see in game just, well, makes exact sense from the actual game working perspective. In the meaning the visuals might be quite detached from actual way how the game works. For one, hitbox of this, the freaking S-stock, is much smaller than hitbox of this, the fucking clean rod, despite clean rod being visually way shorter, yeah? So yeah, roll catching is quite interesting, but also quite confusing art overall.